Let's get into it. How did Mile High Spirits come to be, and how'd you get to where you are now?
It's funny. So 14 years ago, we'll call it, I was like, I need to do something different. I was selling furniture at the time. I was a furniture sales rep. I started in distribution.
Yeah.
I was like, worked for a distributor out of college, got this other sales job, had to get all buttoned up and tuck my shirt in. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
It's inauthentic.
I felt like I was lying to myself.
Yeah.
I'd go in and act like I cared about what this wood was made out of and what finish was on it. It was like high-end furniture, and I kind of was in this region, and ex-wife was in the furniture world too. And I'm like, oh, this makes sense. I'll go do this. And I hated it. And then I was like, I want to get back into booze. I want to get back into night, because I always worked at bars, restaurants. Chop House was my first job. Then I lived in San Diego and worked all bars and restaurants in San Diego for 2 years. I was San Diego, Mission Bay, Pacific Beach, and I worked downtown most of the time in Gaslamp, and I loved it. I had this guy I really looked up to. He drove this old fucking Cadillac that was like a 65 Cadillac, like tatted up. And he was the GM of a place I worked at. And I was like, that guy demands respect. And not that I wanted that, but I just wanted, he learned the business so well. He knew everything about it. He knew what the bussers did. He knew what the kitchen did. He knew what the point of sale system was. And I'm like, I'm going to learn from this guy.
Yeah.
And I started going down that route, and kind of knew I loved it. But then I got into sales, distribution.
Being good at sales will never hurt you.
It never hurts. It's why you guys are great. We're all salespeople. We get along with people. But then it kind of had to go a step further for me, where it was like, I want authenticity. I want good people around me. And I met my partners, and they were at this little distillery in Lakewood, and mostly doing private label, making vodka. If you came in and said, I want to make Francesca vodka, because I'm the shit. And a lot of people were like that. They had extra money, and they're like, it'd be cool to have my own vodka. And so they'd private label it, put the label on it for them, and then it was on them to market it, distribute it, and do that. And we all met. I was thinking about doing a vodka with a buddy of mine, all geared towards golf courses, and they were already doing pretty well, and it was a cool thing they had going. And I said, hey, why aren't we downtown? Why aren't we doing this? And Wynn, my other partner who you didn't meet, was like, I want to go to Rhino. I want to be there. And we were truly the furthest thing north, other than one place called Phil's Place that was like this old school Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
And we
was
went.
Was it good though? It sounds fire.
It was pretty good. But you'd get kicked out of your seat if you were at the bar, because they had regulars. They'd be like, that's my seat. And I'm like, okay, cool.
I'm not messing with
I
the
believe you,
Mexican
man.
regular.
No. I'm like, I'll take my burrito over here.
Yeah.
You enjoy. It was so cool. So we were really, it's right where Ratio Brewery is now, was our original spot.
Oh, okay.
So right by Barcelona Wine Bar. That was our first spot. And we just kind of did it through community. We opened there. We started aging whiskey. We sourced some whiskey at first, just so we could have everything in the bar. And just started making drinks. And Wynn had a great music community that was like open jam. Guys that played at Red Rocks, like the Motet, all these guys that he was just great friends with. And they'd come and do these open jams. Everyone be drinking cocktails, which escalates the party a little quicker, because you have no beer, no wine, and everyone's having good drinks, and everyone would just hang there. And then we got kicked out of that lease, moved here, and bought this building, and now we've been trying to just grow the brands ever since, and try to keep some community and culture in this room. Like the guy playing right now, CJ, is just a great local dude that wants to.
I was gonna say, it sounds like a party.
He wants to try to play music, and he wants to try to do cool shit, and then that's how we've gone.
I like that you keep the music so loud in there.
It's
normally,
fun.
yeah, it's so fun. Yeah, I was like,
some people hate it. You get a few people before a Rockies game, they're like, can you turn it down a bit? We're like, listen, you come here to have fun.
Never ask me to turn the music down.
If it's
I'm like, just because you asked, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Turn it up. No, if it's a restaurant, I get it.
Yeah,
I don't want to go somewhere for dinner, and then. But if
yeah,
I'm
like,
going to
no.
a brewery, I'm already expecting not to hear. They're usually big rooms with concrete floors. I already know I'm not going to be able to hear anyone. I'm
Totally,
there for the
totally.
vibes.